Bishop's Candlesticks, written by Victor Hugo, born 1802, died 1885. Victor Hugo was a French writer who wrote poems, novels, and plays. In France, he is the most famous for his poetry, while in the rest of the world, he is remembered for his two best known novels, the historical Les Miserables and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Les Miserables tells the story of how John Valjean tries to become an honest man. Before we start with the story, I just want to ask you, children, that imagine that you broke your mom's favorite music box because you were playing soccer in the house. And when she comes home, she asks for an explanation. What are your choices in this situation? You could tell her that you have no idea how it happened, or you could be honest and tell exactly how the music box was broken. Many times in life, you may be faced with the choice to tell the truth or telling a lie. Sometimes, those lies might be extremely tempting. You might want to lie so you won't get in trouble, or in some cases, to avoid hurting other people's feelings. No matter what the situation, being honest and telling the truth is typically the best choice. In this story, The Bishop's Candlestick, we will learn honesty is not just about telling the truth, it's about being real with yourself and others, about who you are, what you want, and what you need to live your most authentic life. Honesty promotes openness, empowers us, and enables us to develop consistency in how we present the facts. The main characters in this story are the narrator, the bishop, his sister, John Valjean, a policeman, and two soldiers. Now let's see the difficult words of this lesson. Number one is bishop. Bishop means the Christian priest of a high rank. Swings. Here it means opens quickly, moving in a curve. Coarse, rough in nature, not very educated. Threatening means trying to make the bishop feel afraid. Convict, a person who has been sent to jail for a crime. Shoves, it means pushes. Gulps means large mouthfuls which are swallowed. Innkeeper means an inn is a small hotel. An innkeeper is the person who runs an inn. Scene 1 begins at Bishop's house. Here the narrator narrates the story. He says, "It is a cold winter evening. The bishop, a kind old man, sits in his chair reading. Suddenly the door swings open and John Valjean enters the room. He is a large man about 45, coarse and poorly dressed, with a wild look in his eyes. Bishop, looking at him calmly, he said, 'Can I do anything for you, my friend?' At this, Valjean, in a loud, threatening voice, said, 'Look here, my name is John Valjean. I am a convict and I was released 4 days ago. Since then, I have walked many miles, but I haven't found any food or shelter. No innkeeper would allow me to enter his inn. Now This Valjean, he was released from jail. He was coming from the jail, and since 4 days no one was giving him any place to live or any food to eat. So at last he reached to Bishop's house. Bishop, when saw him, he invited him inside and said, "Take a seat, my friend. Warm yourself before the fire." At this, Valjean said, "I am cold. I am starving. Give me some food." Bishop called his sister from the other room and told, "Bring a plate for our guest. He will eat with us." At this, Valjean said, "Stop. Don't you understand? I am not your guest. I am a convict. I have been treated so badly by everyone ever since I was in jail. People don't just invite me to have meals with them. Is this an inn? Could I sleep in the stable?" He said, "Because people do not accept convicts or criminals in society. They look at them like if they don't fit to be in surrounding or in society. So everyone hated him." Bishop was very kind. He said to his sister to put some clean sheets on the bed in the guest room. Bishop, looking and smiling at Valjean, said, "Come and sit near the fire. We'll have dinner." Bishop also said his sister to bring the silver candlesticks and light the candles. The bishop's sister lights the candles, brings 6 silver plates, and serves the food. At the table, Jean Valjean does not use a knife and fork. He tears the bread with his fingers and shoves it into his mouth. He drinks the soup in great gulps, as he was starving, not eaten anything since last 4 days. When dinner is over, the bishop takes Jean Valjean to the guest room. Valjean has not seen a clean bed for years. As soon as he lies down on the bed, he falls asleep. Scene 2. The bishop's house at night. At around 2 o'clock, Jean Valjean wakes up. He has slept for 4 hours and now he is no longer tired. He tries to go back to sleep, but he cannot. He thinks of the 6 silver plates on the dinner table. Valjean was thinking that plates are made up of solid silver. If I'll steal them, I can sell them in Paris. I'll get a lot of money and I can set up a business. I won't have to wander around the country. Valjean went to the dining room quietly. He took the silver plates, slipped them into his bag, and quits quickly. The bishop was walking in the garden in the morning. His sister enters running and said, "Brother, the convict is not in his room, and the silver plates are not in the dining table. He must have stolen them." At this, Bishop smiled and said, "Sister, we are here to help the poor. Do not worry about the plates." The bishop and his sister were having breakfast. Someone knocked at the door. The bishop said, "Come in, please." The door opened. A policeman and 2 soldiers entered with Valjean in the middle. The policeman said, "Sir, we found this man hiding in the woods. We caught him, and while searching his bag, we found 6 silver plates. I recognized them at once. They are yours, sir, aren't they? This man is a thief." At this, Bishop, shaking his head, said, "You are mistaken. This man is my friend. I have given him the silver plates. My friend, I also gave you the silver candlesticks. Why did you not take them?" he said to Valjean. The policeman said, "So we can let him go." Bishop said, "Certainly, And you may go back to your work, gentleman. Thank you. The policeman and the two soldiers exit. Bishop very politely said to Valjean, "My friend, you must go wherever you are going. But don't forget the candlesticks. Here they are." The bishop holds out the silver candlestick to Valjean. Tears started rolling down John Valjean's eyes. He said, "I feel I am a man again." He falls at the bishop's feet and said, "Bless me, kind sir." Bishop said, "My son, you no longer belong to evil, but to good. You must use the silver to become an honest man." From that day onwards, John Valjean was a changed man. He became an honest and a good person. Bishop's kindness changed him from a convict to an honest person. So, this story teaches us telling lies, taking things that do not belong to us, and cheating are dishonest acts. We should be honest so that people can trust us and so that we can feel good about ourselves.